So the big question mark is there firing happening?
I think you got to at least you kill a coordinator. Like this is to me, this is the moment, like a game, like like the big catch 22. Well, we see a coach is bad, and we want to fire him, but we can't do it because the Bears don't want to. The Bears are a classy organization that they can't do it. They won't fire midseason. But if we don't fire midseason, we sit through and miserably go through another year of not evaluating talent properly because we're stuck with a coach that knows he's basically dead in the water and is trying to ride out the ship. So the coach isn't gone. Matt's not leaving unless for some reason it gets to the point where like freaking George McCaskey snaps a nerve and says, "Nope, this is it. I've seen enough in my life." Or one of the worst scenarios, which would be like Alan Williams, is the best way I can allude to it. But I don't see. I mean, I don't know Matt Eberflus like that, and I'm not suggesting that. I'm just telling you, those are the only two ways that happens, which means it's very, 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 and I could say there's more in infinite numbers, unlikely he doesn't get fired until post-week 18. And I would give him the pink slip no less than 24 hours after his final game of the season. Doesn't matter the outcome. I don't credit shit. I don't know. Maybe they do figure it out, and maybe Justin Fields and company, like they've mentioned, the Lions went 1-6. Maybe they figure it out. Hell if I know. But I feel like for how many times you've lost in the last 2 years, Luke Getsy becomes the sacrificial lamb in this whole mess, and you just say F it, give it to the quarterback coach, and just let someone else do it. Because that's my thing. Like, to me, this is the moment where if you really are the organization, and yeah, firing the coordinators usually is a sign of this is not going to end well anyway, but it's the necessary next step. Like, it really is, We've gone through the ringer. F it, your own 5, try anything. Sorry, Luke, you haven't been great. At least bare minimum, give him the axe. It's got to be coming soon. It has to be coming soon. They're not above firing coordinators. They have done it in the past. So
Yeah.
it's coming. It has to be coming soon, Steve.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it this week with us playing Thursday. Like Braggs brought up that good point to us.
Yeah, you can't do that on a short week. But like after Washington, especially if they go 0-6, which it feels very likely they're going to go 0-6. I'm being honest.
And it sucks because I thought the offense looked fine. It was just at the very end, which at the very end is Matt Eberflus telling him to not do things and all that.
They were talking to each other. You did see in a few of those shots, they were right next to each other during those those two crucial last drives. So I'm not saying Matt's going to be influencing as much, but like technically a head coach can have some override.
Oh, he does.
It's not recommended for a defensive coach to do that. I wouldn't do that, but
I mean, thinking about it in my high school coaching career, yeah, if a head coach isn't calling the defense, even if the head coach is calling a certain part in a crucial moment, they are on the headset saying, "Hey, you better do one of 2 to 3 things here, and if you don't do it, like this is what I'm telling you to do." Which it sucks, but as a head coach, they're going to come down and say, "Run the football." They're going to come down and say, "Hey, this," and they're going to do it. And you better do it. And if you don't do it, then whatever. So I'm not saying that's what happened. We will never know unless they tell us, which they're not going to. They're going to keep that to themselves. It just sucks to sit here and say fire Luke Getsy after maybe he figured it out. So the only thing that could maybe save his job is if they go to Washington, have the exact same play calling and nothing bad happens and it looks good, then maybe they go, well, let's just, now he's on a game-to-game basis. The moment it sucks, then maybe he is gone.